Welcome again, Cancer. Those of you born under Cancer, the sign ruled by the moon, have an opportunity here with me, Dadhichi, to take a brief look at your horoscope for the month of November 2012. I can't go into too much detail here, and of course I say to everyone that astrology, especially this year market astrology, I call it year market astrology because it's based on sun sign, is very limited in its application. And for more detailed analysis, of course, you should, look at the time, date, place of birth, and calculate a proper horoscope with all of the planets, not just the position of the sun. Having said that, we can get some sort of broad-based insights into what's going on in your life. As the month commences for you, Cancer, your ruling planet is positioned in the 12th zone here. This is the sign of Cancer, which is related to you. And here we see your ruling planet just behind it with Jupiter. Now that's nice when Jupiter has its beneficial association to a planet, especially your ruling planet. But it's in the 12th house. So there's something hidden, mysterious. It's a spiritual house. It's a very low-key house. It's a house of sleep. The Hindu astrologers call it the Sukhasthana. Sukha meaning because it's hidden, the place of bed pleasures. So unlike most Western astrologers who like to talk about the 8th house being the place of sex, the Hindu astrologers look at the 12th house as well. Because of course this is a hidden affair, that type of thing. So what does it really mean? It means there's some good fortune if you stay by yourself just now. There's no harm in introverting, looking within yourself, becoming more aware of the internal mechanism of your personality. Often we're so busy running around trying to meet with others, we're juxtaposing our own character against everyone else that we meet. And it's rare that we get a chance to just stop that, to shut the world out and to go within ourselves and see the seer, think about the thinker. That's a very powerful tool. And of course, they don't call Homo sapien a human doing. We refer to human beings as human being. So this is a month when a little bit of being, just being, rather than doing, is going to reveal quite a lot to you, as shown by that. It's also the place of charitable works, generous activities. So you have to be careful here. You could be a little too generous with someone, especially in the first week of the month, because the moon is there for a few days, moves to the sign of Cancer around the 2nd and 3rd, and then around the 5th it moves to the zone of finances. That's going to be very important for you. So at that time, let me look at my list here. I'd like to get this spot on. I had a few complaints last month. My dates were a little bit out because I just tend to look at this as a broad-based thing within a few days. But I can tell you here that the position of the moon on the 6th in the zone of finances is very telling to you. And this is going to have some repercussions in your work area. The 6th zone of your horoscope possesses Mercury and Mars there at the moment. So you're thinking a lot about your work, most importantly about the locality of your work, the type of people you work with, that sort of thing. So there could be a tie-in here with money, value, because the 2nd house is not just money, but it has to do with your value system and what you're particularly valuing this month. So there's a strong connection there. You may be at odds in terms of your value with, the people you work with. It's also an opportunity for you to check very carefully your health. And when the moon transits this part of Sagittarius around the 14th, health issues that have been lingering may come to the fore. You can feel a resurgence of a desire to get healthy, recommit to that New Year's resolution, or perhaps Some of you are going to work on what next year's New Year's resolution is going to be if you haven't been all that successful, which is the case with a lot of us. But that sort of thing can happen. Again, the sixth house has to do with debt and expenditure. So there can be some anger surrounding the fact that you maybe haven't been quite as frugal with your money. You've been spending money, and now it's time for you, that could be the resolution, to look at ways to curtail that, tighten your belt, and work on a budget, that type of thing. Very, very important, particularly leading up to Christmas this year. What else do we see here? The Sun and Saturn. You've got Saturn in this fifth house. That's going to remain there for a while, and I keep referring to this as the planet that's inhibiting a lot of your creativity. Now, that could be coming through someone that you're closely associated with, maybe someone you work with, someone you live with, who may not have the same idea or philosophy as you. Your interests may be divergent just now. So it's a matter of finding a bridge there, or at least putting yourself out to go and understand the pleasures of other people. That's a type of exploration. Now, at first you might not like jumping out of planes or surfing or any of that type of thing. You may have your own little niche of activities that you think to yourself, well, I'm happy doing that. But here's the opportunity for you to get yourself out of the way and to really connect with someone through doing what they enjoy doing. Try it and see what happens. I think that will be a particularly important transition for you, and probably one way that you can improve the relationships that you've been having recently. The very last couple of days of the month are important. We've got an eclipse there. We've got a square to Neptune. The eclipses are always very, very important. They're the commencement of new cycles. And of course, the lunar cycles for you are more important than anyone else. Not that they're not important for all of us, but because the moon, as I said at the outset of the reading, is regulating your sign of Cancer. So some big stuff can emerge, hidden stuff from your past, emotional stuff that you've been unaware is influencing your mechanism of interaction, particularly your most intimate relationships. So be mindful of that on the 29th. If you get an opportunity to do some meditation, as with the first period of the month, take some time out. Just go and spend some time alone in a really nice rural area or near the beach or near a stream or just in your own room. Take the phone off the hook and just meditate on your own being and just try to understand that beauty within yourself, because that is where it all starts. That's how you're going to improve the relationships, by improving the relationship with yourself. I'd like you to join me at my website until I see you next month, because you can come there every day for your daily reading. You can have your dose of monthly extra accessories, if you want to call it that, where we delve a little more into the different transits that are happening. And we've got the yearly overview, which goes into your romance, your work, and just a general synopsis of what's happening there. Dozens of other applications, which we don't charge for. If, as I said earlier as well, you want to have a more detailed analysis of proper astrology. I'm a Vedic astrologer. I've been studying astrology for 30 years. And as you can see, I'm fairly impromptu. I don't like to bamboozle people with too much technical information. I think it's like going to a doctor. You'd like to simply know, well, what's wrong with me? How can I improve that? Keep it practical, keep it real. And that's the way we all like it. See you next month. In the meantime, good luck. Have a great time, and hope everything goes your way. Bye-bye.